So the S1000RR is down. I crashed it. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, Tilly, the Triumph Street Triple, is coming back to the channel. Yay! But it is a sad reason as to why I'm currently riding my Street Triple. So the S1000RR is down. I crashed it. I low-sided. I don't really want to talk about it in this video. Today we're just going to be focusing on getting Tilly, the Street Triple, up and running again. I'm fine. The bike is repairable, so the S1000 will be back on the channel very shortly. But yeah, so this is my 2016 Triumph Street Triple. She was my first bike, and when I bought the S1000RR, I just couldn't let go of this bike. I just love it so much. But I do have some thoughts about riding it now that I've been riding the BMW for so long. So I've had the BMW now for about 6 months, so pretty much just been riding that. Like, I've ridden my Triumph 3 or 4 times maybe. I hate to admit that, but it's true, because I love that bike, the BMW, and I just wanted to get used to it and all that stuff. So basically I hadn't ridden her for such a long time. When you don't ride a bike for a while, it needs some maintenance, right? Like, it needs to have the chain cleaned. I gave her a bath. I fixed up some of the stuff that was damaged, which I hadn't really gotten to yet. So yeah, let's get going on the Triumph. Haven't heard her start up in a while. We got that Arrow slip-on exhaust. I love the sound of a triple. Okay, let's get out of here and I'll tell you a little bit about what I had to do to get Tilly back up and running. Like, I'm so used to the BMW now. A smooth takeoff, you have to give it, you know, a decent amount of gas. It's just a different takeoff, and I had to get used to that again. Also getting used to is that I have to climb the gears a lot faster on this bike, because this is a 675, it's not a liter bike. This is not the Speed Triple, this is the Street Triple, which is a 675, like I just said. So it takes a lot more to get off from the starting point. Like, you don't, like on the BMW, I can go upwards of 70 miles an hour easily in first gear. People having a picnic on a Saturday night at the park. Looks nice there. Oh. Hey, friends. Something else I have to watch for is my braking, because this is much spongier. These are not S1000RR brakes, that's for sure, and I have to get used to that again. Goodbye. I didn't want the smoke from the Street Triple. I have to acknowledge the amount of wind that I get to the chest and to the head on this bike. That is something that all naked street bike riders experience, but after being on the BMW for so long and just having, you know, that tuck position where there's good wind protection, I feel the wind still on that bike, but oh my god, I feel it tenfold on this bike. So yes, the getting Tilly up and running, I'll show some footage now of what I had to do. Basically, this whole left fairing, oh god, okay, oh my god, this road is so bumpy. You could probably hear it from my voice, but the GoPro does such a great job at stabilizing the camera that you can't really see when there's major bumps. But so, oh yeah, so I was saying, I'll show you some footage of what I had to do to get the bike up and running. So yeah, like I was saying, this left fairing here, you can see it, was missing 2 screws, and this whole thing is held on by 4 screws. So as you can imagine, really rideable without being tied down with zip ties. So I wanted to fix all that up. I had to improvise with the screws because I didn't have the exact replica of the screw that was lost, but I went to Ace Hardware and they helped me out with matching the thread of the screw. I've just added like 2 washers to it. Had to re-duct tape my mirror because, as you guys may remember from the video about me moving here and the process of moving and the damage to my bike, yeah, this damage is still there because going through the insurance was more hassle than it was worth, because it wasn't my insurance, it was their insurance, and it was still a high deductible, and the guy wasn't really complying. There was a lot of things going on there, but basically this still isn't fixed. So if I don't have duct tape on it, then basically this mirror just falls forward onto me. I washed the bike, so I gave her a good clean, because out here the dust is unbelievable. There's so much dust. So I went and gave her a good scrub, a good bath, wash, wax, all that jazz. Then I cleaned the chain. Whew, okay. Less windy now. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have vlogged for that amount of time on the freeway because I know how windy it is and how hard it is to hear sometimes. So yeah, you guys, the BMW is currently down for a few weeks, but this is the main reason why you should have 2 motorcycles. It's because when one's down, you can ride the other one. Unfortunately, the BMW is down for a few weeks, so while I'm getting that fixed up, we're going to be riding the trusty Triumph, but stay tuned because the BMW will be back. I should really be riding this bike. I do own it and it does need to be ridden and not just sit there on the battery tender getting washed now and then and not ridden. Actually riding like these kind of roads, like off the freeway on the street at lower speeds, I think can be a lot more fun because this bike's comfortable, you know, going these speeds. It's not like the BMW that just wants to go 100 miles an hour literally everywhere that you go. So I am enjoying street riding on the street triple, which sounds like that's a sentence I should say. So I'm actually going to be taking the Triumph into the canyons tomorrow. Recently my canyon riding's just been on the BMW, so I've been getting used to the sport bike in the canyons. Now I have to get used to the street bike again, or the naked bike in the canyons, because when I first moved here, this is obviously the only bike I had, so I was riding this a lot in the canyons and I really enjoyed it, and I was getting, you know, I was getting comfortable in the canyons with it. Then I bought the BMW and stopped riding this as much, and then I had to get used to the BMW in the canyons. So now I'm kind of, oh god. Okay, another thing before I end this video. The suspension on the BMW is so much better, obviously, but my god, do I feel every bump on this thing. Some people think, you know, that's what makes riding fun sometimes. Ugh, bumps. I just like the fact the electronics are better on the BMW. Anyway, I'm now done with this video. Thank you guys for watching and continuing to listen to me talk about my journey of revamping the Triumph Street Triple, or bringing her back to life. She will be ridden much more often than she has been in the last few months, so stay tuned until the next video. Okay, bye!